Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. I hope everyone had a super wonderful week. So let's just jump right in and do the drawing from last week. I had these two adorable cauldron treat holders with the new glimmer paper in the holiday catalog. So let me get my tickets here with my names and drop for the drawing. All right, let's see who our lucky winner is from last week. And I have Wendy. Well, congratulations, Wendy. I have these two treat holders for you. And of course, I did a little stepped up version last week. Same basic treat holder. I just added a handle and a little extra decoration. I put a broom on it and a sentiment. So that is a bonus drawing this week. So let me mix these up again and see who we have. And I have Judy. Okay, Judy, congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for your comments, for tuning in, watching me. Okay, so as I said last week, anybody that knows me knows I love to craft for Halloween. It is actually my favorite time of year for crafting. And something I also absolutely love to craft for Halloween is Frankie's. So tonight we are making a Frankie treat holder. I am using the same dies and same stamp set as last week. It is a bundle, online exclusive, the Potions and Spells photopolymer stamp set. It's also available individually. And this is a set of dies. I believe there's 16 dies that come in it. Yes, 16. And this here is the cauldron die. Okay, so let's get started. Here is the front of the treat holder, and then here is the back. I use the kind of drippy goo for Frankie's hair. And inside I have a package of the Halloween Jelly Bellies that I used last week as well. And I made a little Frankie chocolate. All right, so let's get started. I use Granny Apple Green cardstock. And I have my little cheat sheet over here. The box is the same as last week. It is 7 by 3 1/8. And we are now going to score it. And we will be scoring at 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 1/2. I just need to open this up here. I'm going to score also there at 6 1/2. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to score at 1 1/4. Okay, and this will make the box for our treat holder. So we're going to cut up on these score lines. See them here. I'm going to cut up on each one. And this little piece here is going to come off, and I'm just going to angle it a little bit as I cut it up. And then each of these tabs, I'm just going to cut off this little extra bulk in there. So I'm just going to angle it just a little bit. Just makes your box come together easier and neater. And then I will cut these as well. And then we will just fold on all the score lines. Give him a nice crease. Okay, and now we'll assemble the box, and we'll just get this ready and put it off to the side while we make our Frankie. So first we're going to attach, adhere the tab, and I like to use liquid glue, though tear and tape is good as well. Some people like to use stamp and seal. So whatever is your adhesive of preference. I like, because I don't know if you just saw it, the Tombow gave me a little bit of wiggle room so I could move this. Just make sure that adheres well. And now we will take and put the, which way do I want to? I want to go that way. So we're going to put the bottom flap in, and then we're going to put some adhesive on the tabs. And we'll put that together there. And then we're going to put some adhesive on here. And now just make sure that adheres well. And that is as easy as it is. So now we have, so I'm going to put his eyes together. And these actually are the, I don't know what you want to call it, the dies, the little bubbles from the cauldron. I don't know, bubbles, is that what we call them? I don't know. But anyway, they work good for the eyes. So I'm just going to glue this on top here. And got a little excess glue there. And you're probably wondering, why didn't I make the big ones white and the small ones black? Good question. I didn't think about it when I die cut them. But I guess they should have been the other way around. He still looks cute. And then this extra one here is for his nose, and I'm just going to slice a piece off so that we have his nose. And now before I adhere his eyes, I'm going to put his hair on just so I can get the placement. All right. So put everything in here, and then we will adhere. A little excess glue I see. It's sticking to my fingers. Carol, if you're watching, I bet you are laughing. So we're just going to make it so that his eyes are kind of like a little cross-eyed there. He's looking in at his nose, wondering if his nose is too big. And we'll just spread his eyes out a little more. Yeah, now that I look at them, I really didn't even think about it when I was die cutting the eyes to make the large ones white and the small ones black. That's why I thought the hair looked funny over the eye, but I couldn't figure out at the time what it was. And now I'm just going to draw his mouth on here. So I'm just going to draw just a little funny line there. And then we're going to give him some stitches over his mouth. And then I think as well. I did that one on the left side, so maybe this one I'll do on the right side. And again, it's just going to be like a little squiggle. And then we're going to add some stitching. Maybe this side, we'll give him a little extra one on this side. We'll make it smaller. All right, how about that? make up for his silly eyes. Now we will glue his eyes down. I did want his hair coming down over his eye because I adhered the hair with dimensionals. Something's caught Harry's attention. I have the front door open, so he probably sees another dog walking by. And now we will adhere his hair. And let me see, about there will be good. And I just cut a strip. I just love that we have the black dimensionals. And let me see, make sure I have the hair going the right way. And then I'm going to put the dimensionals on the end of his hair here. And for the two smaller strands of hair, I'm just going to take a dimensional and cut it in half. You know I like to have my dimensionals on here. All right, now let's pull all the backings off. That's always what takes the longest, these backings. This one doesn't seem to want to come off. I'll get back to that one. Oh, these black dimensionals seem super sticky. And they should be the same as the white, but they seem super sticky. Or is it just me? Probably just me, right? Okay, so there is his hair. And now on the back, we are going to do the same thing with the hair. Put some of these small round dimensionals on the larger strands. And then I'm going to cut another piece. Let's see, that's about the length. And then I'll take one more that I'm going to cut in half. Does anybody else have a Frankie obsession at Halloween like I do? I just love every year making Frankies and making them all different ways with different things, making them into treat holders, cards. And I see these cauldron dies. There's so much you can do with this. It's like when the Curvy Keepsake box first came out. We were making all different things with that. And you can do the same thing with these cauldron dies. I just love when a product has multi-uses. A lot of fun with it. All right, and now we're going to do our little bit of stamping. I use the Happy Halloween sentiment from the Potions and Spells set. Should have re-inked this earlier. I was going to, and then I don't know, I forgot about it, I guess. Leave that open because we're going to do a little sponging. So what I did with this, I angled, so I separated the sentiment and I angled it. So that was so that, well, it looked cute and also it fit on the back of Frankie. And now I'm just going to take the sponge dauber and just grunge it up a little bit. Make it look a little bit more like Halloween. And, you know, you can always go as heavy or as light as you want with the sponging. And I did use dimensionals on this. So let me, that there, and that there, and this little half of one in the middle. And then on the smaller piece, I'm going to use the smaller dimensionals. And I have a funny story to tell you about this. When I was making my sample for tonight, I first put one large dimensional in the middle. And then I had adhered it. And then all I could think of was it wobbling on the sides. So, of course, I tried to take it off so I could add another dimensional, and it stuck and tore the paper, and I had to start all over. So I thought you would find my dimensional destruction story funny, since I do have my... And Harry's right here now next to me. He wants to say hello to everyone. You have something to say, Harry? No, you're going to be shy? All right, and we're going to give him a little scar on the back here. The stitching. And then we will adhere everything together. So I'm just going to glue the box up here. And then just flip it over so I just make sure it's straight. And again, like last week, in case you missed it or you don't remember, just match this up here so that the little feeties actually were below the box. That way when it stands, you don't see the box underneath here. As I say, it's always the little things in crafting. And now we'll put some glue on the other side. And put the back of Frankie on. It's a little crooked, so let me fix that. Okay. All right, I think that looks good. So now we will make our Frankie wrap. And you know what? I don't have a Kit Kat here. Let me go grab one. Okay, here is our Kit Kat, and we will now make our Frankie wrap. So our piece of cardstock, let me grab this here, is cut at 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And what I did was I measured the Kit Kat, the length, the width, and the depth. And then I just added it up with a little overlap for adhesion, and that's how I got to the size that we needed. So this we will score at 7/8. One 1/4. I'm sorry if I just got my head in the camera. 1 1/4. 2 1/2. and 2 7/8. And we're going to fold on all the score lines. And now we're going to decorate Frankie. Oh, just had some flying eyeballs here. So let's get our eyes assembled. It's so funny. I really did not notice that until I just started the live tonight. Oh, come on, glue. All right, there we go. All right, so tell me in the comments about your Halloween crafting. Have you done any since last week? If you have, let me know what you made. And I'd love after tonight for you to make a Frankie. And of course, share it with me. All right, I have a little excess glue there. And then I'll just cut a piece of this off so that we have his nose. And now the hair actually is a little wider than the treat holder. So what I did was I just held that up on one side. And then on the other side, I just kind of hand cut it. And let me see. It looks okay, a little nicer on that side where the die cut it, of course. Let me see if I can make it any nicer looking. Oh, well, I guess it is what it is. So let's place our hair there again so we have the placement for our eyes. And again, he's going to be a little cross-eyed. He's looking at his nose, wondering if his nose is too big. I don't think his nose is too big. All right, so let's adhere these eyes. So has anyone ever made a Frankie? Ever jumped on the Frankie craze at Halloween? I don't know. I jumped on one year and never jumped off. It's just so much fun each year trying to come up with a new Frankie. Okay, let's glue his nose on. And then we're going to add his hair. Let me cut a little strip again. Cut this piece here off. And I can already see it's not long enough. Why do I have a piece of backing still there? Okay. Now let me cut this one in half. I have to clean my scissors after cutting all these dimensionals. They're getting a little gooky. And I think I'll just take one of these and put it right there. That should be good. Get all these backings off. And you're going to see how cute our little Frankie wrapped Kit Kat is. I have made Frankie wrapped chocolates before. I've done them with the Hershey's. I've never done them with a Kit Kat before. It's always good to come up with something new. Now we will draw his mouth. And his stitches. And let me see, did I give him a scar? I did not, I didn't have enough space. All right, and I did use tear and tape on this rather than the liquid glue. And something like this, it's better to have instant adhesion. Excuse me. I'm just going to wrap that around, see how nicely that fits. And then just match it up in the back. And there is our Frankie chocolate for our Frankie Treat Holder. Okay, everyone, let me see. That was my sample. And that is the new one that we just made. All right, so let me see. Were you expecting something extra tonight like you got last week? Well, if the answer is yes, I am not going to disappoint you because I do have an extra project tonight. Now, all handsome Frankies deserve to have a bride of Frankie, don't they? So here is our bride of Frankie. Isn't she pretty? She has her veil on, and look at her eyes. She's looking over at her handsome groom. And she has some eyelashes, and of course her little stitching on the front is a heart. And then it's the Happy Halloween in her hair in the back. So tell me, everyone, how cute is the bride of Frankie? And, of course, the chocolate is a bride of Frankie as well. Oh my goodness, these are just so cute. I get so excited over Frankies. Oh, and this Frankie was so excited he jumped right out. I'll stand him up, and then you can see one's lying down. Okay, Mom, think about my Frankies. Let me know if you've done any Halloween crafting, if you have gotten the Potions and Spells bundle yet, or if that's still on your list to order. Okay, next week, I will be doing my What's Crafting Wednesday on Thursday. I do have plans next week for Wednesday evening, so I will be live next Thursday, 7 o'clock. Don't know what I'll be making yet. If there's anything that you would like to see, let me know. Otherwise, I will come up with something that I hope you will love. So next Thursday, 7 o'clock, don't be late. I won't be. And I will do a drawing for our two Frankies, and then I will do the bonus drawing for our very pretty bride of Frankie. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful, crafty, crafty week. Oh, Stampin' Bingo is this Saturday. If you haven't signed up yet and you would like to attend, please let me know by, say noon tomorrow, because tomorrow night I do need to finish all our fun. Okay, everyone, again, have a wonderful, crafty week. Oh, Harry says so too. And I will see you next Thursday. Thanks, everyone.